Miahwen, Neto, Reverend Jeffrey Ryan. We here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living acknowledge that we gather on the ancestral lands of the Cahuilla, the Gabrielino Tongva, Kizh, and Luiseno peoples. And we commit to live in right relations, to love our neighbors, to seek justice and loving kindness, and to walk humbly upon this land. We recognize our oneness so that we may decolonize our minds and set each other free from the pain of racism and violence, to better live as God intended in harmony with nature and with one another. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, where? Love lives here. Yes, I am Reverend Jeffrey Ryan, and it is my distinct honor to serve this beloved community, Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. So today is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers, grandfathers, uncles. Happy Father's Day to all the father figures. So for those of you who have served in the role of a father, we thank you for that as well and acknowledge you for that as well. And it doesn't matter what your gender identity is, there is the love of the father, there's the love of the mother, and so there's the love of the parent. And so we honor and recognize each and every one of you who have stepped into that beloved and sacred role. So thank you for that. So, it's a good day to be here. Yes, the AC is on. Yay. Though I've been running around and I got my rag today. And it's already soaking wet, but there you are. So it is a great day to be here and to be with all of you. I am so excited to be here. So today, earlier this week, on the 15th of June, California officially opened. So that is exciting. And so what that means here at the center is we are open as well. One of the things of the opening for California is that masks are no longer required for folks who have been vaccinated, though everybody is welcome to continue wearing a mask if they so choose. For folks that have not yet been vaccinated or are unable to be vaccinated, then masks are still required. So in our congregation, you may see folks wearing masks, you may see folks not wearing masks. It is your comfort level, and I invite you not to jump to judgment as to why somebody may or may not be wearing a face covering, okay? So there is that. The other thing, too, I want to remind people of is though physical distancing is no longer required, there were people before physical distancing became a thing who didn't want to be touched to begin with. So I will remind everybody to be mindful of each other's personal space and to ask if it is okay to enter personal space, and definitely ask if it's okay to shake a hand or touch or, foot bump or fist bump. And definitely if it's okay to hug, all right? So are we in agreement with that? So, all right. I trust that because we embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love, you're going to bring love to your interactions. And also, everybody in this room is empowered to say, thank you. I will love you from here. So, okay? We got it? And we just accept it, right? Because we love one another. We recognize that everybody is one. And so no judgment. Got it? Got it. All right, good. Those are my rules. Here we go. All right. So welcome back. Happy Father's Day. And let's go ahead and let's welcome everybody to the temple. Welcome to the sanctuary. Welcome to love.
You don't have to hesitate, just come on in, sit down.
Stand up.
I saw you sneaking through the window. I bet you're wondering just what's going on. So when you're sneaking around, this is where you belong. And open up the doors now. Welcome to the temple. Welcome to the sanctuary. You don't have to worry, just come on in. Welcome to the presence. Welcome to the family. You don't have to hesitate, just come on in. Come on in, sit down. Take it down.
Now did you notice all the love around you? And did you hear all the voices raised in song? I hope you get yourself dancing and singing along. So let your body move now. Welcome to the temple. Welcome to the sanctuary. You don't have to worry, just
this quiet hour. Sweet words of wisdom fill my ear. Your words, like water, keep my soul sustained. Let them rain, let them rain.
I hold your presence here inside of me. I rest in knowing you are here. Brighter than 1,000 stars across the sky. How you shine,
How you shine. Peace like love in me.
So good morning. My name is Allison Barry. I'm one of the licensed spiritual practitioners here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living. So please join me for this morning's invocation. And if it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. And let's continue in the beautiful atmosphere that has been created by our musicians, turning inward, tapping into that beautiful still point within, that place of deep serenity where the kingdom of God resides and abides. Or as we experience this place of peace and harmony, we do recognize the one universal life truth, and that is that there is only God. And this one presence, this one infinite intelligence, this divine energy that sustains and flows and expresses as God consciousness in all, as all, and through all, is everywhere present. It's ever available. It is indeed the first cause of absolutely everything. And it expresses itself creatively as unconditional love, as light, as divine wisdom, as wholeness, as harmony. It is the harmony and order that orders the universe, that orders the spheres. And it is that same order, grace, harmony, joy that is within us, that animates and enlivens each and every one of us. It is virtually impossible to be separate from the one, for we each are individualized expressions of pure spirit, uniquely and fashioned and formed of this God stuff. So we come together this morning keenly aware of this magnificent truth that we are one. And what I know for each and every one of us is that this is a divine appointment. We are here in grace. We are here to experience an expanded awareness of the truth. I know absolutely that the music this morning is indeed the music of the spheres, and that joy and love and harmony expresses through and as each and every musician. And it absolutely is pure beauty, pure grace, uplifting, harmonizing, and creating joy. I'm knowing that every prayer spoken, every word spoken, indeed our very presence with each other enlivens us in unity, in grace. It uplifts us, calls us upward. Indeed, we're grounded and anchored in that pure love and light of spirit. And it cannot help but outpicture in each and every one of us as harmony and grace and beauty, light, and indeed pure, unconditional agape love. I bless this time together, knowing that as we honor all fathers and father figures, as we honor our abiding freedom, as we honor the transition in the seasons, indeed, all is in divine order. We up-level, transformation takes place, healing takes place. And absolutely, I know through and as the grace of God that indeed we are about the soul's business, that beautiful soul journey, individually and collectively. And it is good and very good. And I lovingly let this all be so, and together we say, and so it is.
Taking a chance. It's about love. It's about service and lending a hand. It's about love. It's about laughter and comfort and smiles. It's about love. It's about kindness and hearts open wide. It's about love. It's about service and lending a hand. It's about love. It's about passion and taking a chance. now swing wide the doors. Time to slide. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Sing in the dawn of humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Wide the doors of this heart of mine.
Whew, I gotta let Michelle set the camera again. There we go. So my beloveds at home who are watching online at home on live stream, hi, we see you. I wish I could see you a little bit clearer today, but we're having difficulty with our internet here in the sanctuary this morning. So Michelle is live streaming using her phone as a hotspot. So unfortunately, her phone isn't strong enough to reach all the way here to the front of the sanctuary. So thank you for being with us, and thank you for adjusting as we are continuing to shift, but as we're continuing to bring you in and include you in. I know that Casey and Wayne in Hawaii are watching, so aloha kakahiaka, and good morning to everybody who is joining us online. We see you. Everybody can wave back at Michelle and say hi to everybody. Hi, we love you. Sorry it's so different this morning, but there we are. All right. So, my beloveds, good morning. Those of you who are able to join us here in the sanctuary, it's great to see all of you here. And so let's begin this time as we usually do, or as we always do, with our focus statement, shall we? So today, let's do it with L's. L's, right? L's. Let's do it with L's. So let's say our focus statement with love, with liveliness, with lusciousness. Any other L that you can think of in the morning? Life? All right. Light. Okay, lightly, with light. All right, so here we go. We embolden people to live their highest potential through the transformative power of love. Yes, there we go. Woo! All right, so here at Centers for Spiritual Living Worldwide, we are working with the theme of timeless wisdom, evolutionary vision. That is the theme for 2021. And today and this month, we are working with the soul's call. The soul's call. And so today I want to start off with a question, which is also the title of the talk this morning. So that works twofold. How's that? We'll start off with a question for you. A question for you is, what is evolution without love? What is evolution without love? All right. Thoughts? Ideas? No? Francis is like, I don't know where he's going to go with this morning. All right. So what is evolution without love? Well, let's look at the word evolution first, shall we? How do we spell it? E-V-O-L. U-T-I-O-N. E-V-O-L. When you flip that backwards, what do you got? Love, right? Love. So what we could know then, or what we could posit then, is evolution is love moving forward. Ooh. Well, Allison's like, get my journal out. Here we go. She's got it in her hand. Evolution then is love moving forward. Think about that for a minute. Because love is always present, yes? What is love? Love is another name for the divine. Love is another name for spirit. Love is another name for God. So God is always present, yes? God is always expressing, yes? So if God is always expressing, what direction is God expressing in? All directions, but it's a forward trajectory. So love is always moving forward. Evolution then is love moving forward. And so what are we then invited to do? We are invited to evolve. So if we're invited to evolve, then we are invited to move love forward or be the vessels through which love moves forward in the world. Another way of looking at love is life's only vision expressing, or life's one vision expressing. Because what is life? Once again, life is another name for the divine. Life is another name for spirit. There is only one life, only one love, only one presence, only one power. So life, too, is another name for the divine. So it is life, life's one, because how many is there? There's only one, right? There's not two, there's not three, there's not 15, there's not gajillion, right? There's only one life expressing individually as each one of us. We are an individualized expression of the one life, the one love, the one power, the one presence. We're an individualization. So it's life's one vision, right? Guided by vision. Life has, within everything, life is omnipotent, life is omniscient, life is omnipresent. So if it's omniscient, it knows all, it sees all, it experiences all. It has a high idea. There is a high idea. There is a divine idea that is always expressing. The divine idea is the vision, right? There's a divine idea that is always expressing in, through, and as its creation. That means it's expressing in, through, and as you, in, through, and as me, in, through, and as everything and everyone throughout the entire universe. So it is life's one vision expressing. Love. Life's one vision expressing. And love is moving forward. That vision expressing is moving forward. It is a forward trajectory. It is an upward trajectory. It is moving forward, not backwards. It is moving forward. And so if each one of us then is a divine emanation and impartation, a divine manifestation, a divine demonstration of this one life, this one love, this one power, this one presence, each one is an individualized expression, then you and me, we are that life, that love in full expression. We are the vision. We are life's one vision expressing. Each one of us is an expression of that life, that love, that high idea. Yesterday, I participated in the Honoring Freedom Symposium that was produced and co-chaired by our friends Tracy Brown and Reverend Celeste Warner. And in the middle of the day, there was an elder panel. And Reverend Eloise Oliver, Rev E, she's from the East Bay Church of Religious Science in Oakland. She's now retired, but she is one of our wisdom elders, one of our wisdom keepers here at CSL. And she said this yesterday, and it really struck me. It was kind of funny because, she's older. And so, some of our elders, they get to say stuff that like the rest of us don't get to say, right? Right, Francis? All right. Not calling you old. But they get to say stuff that the rest of us don't say. So Rev E, she was saying, she goes, I tell people all the time, people have sex all the time. And you know what? Every time somebody has sex doesn't mean that there's a baby. So what she was saying in that moment is that there is this beautiful thing that happens when two cells come together. There is something special that happens when two cells come together to bring new life into this moment, because it doesn't happen every single time. So you, my beloveds, are a miracle. You are special. You are divine. You are a beautiful expression, a beautiful high idea in the mind of the divine. You are the high idea through which the divine is expressing itself here and now. How do you feel about that? There's no other one like you. Even if you're a twin, you're still different. There's no one else like you. You have been brought to this time in this place, in this moment, to be the fullest, most beautiful expression of love, of life that you can be. That is who you've been brought here to be. That is who you have been brought here to express. You have been brought here now to move love forward, to move life forward. That is what we've been brought here to be in this moment. And so what is this high idea of life? What is this high idea of love? It looks like freedom. It looks like harmony. It looks like rhythm. It looks like love. It looks like oneness. And that is what each one of us has been brought here to be, some aspect of that. Each one of us is an individualized expression of that. So if we look at the vision, if we are visioning, right, and we look at the vision, and we all vision, let's say, for the world. Okay? We're visioning for the world. Each one of us captures, or each one of us catches a glimpse of the high idea of spirit for the world. Each one of us catches that, right? And when we share it with one another and we say, oh yeah, I see that. And yeah, I saw that too. And oh, I didn't see that, but I saw something else. Because each one of us is tapping into the divine. Each one of us is tapping into the one mind. And each one of us, it's being revealed through each one of us, a portion of it, a piece of it. So if you think of it like an elephant, right? And we're all looking at an elephant. And we all see an elephant in the room, or we see an elephant walking by, right? And we look at the elephant. Some of us might focus on the trunk. Some of us might focus on the feet. Some of us might focus on the ears or the tail or the big wide sides or how the elephant is moving, but we're all seeing the elephant. So it's the same way with the vision. We're all seeing the vision, but we're perhaps focused on one aspect of the vision. But the more we continue to vision, the more that we continue to be with it, the larger the picture is that we see, till we see a greater picture. So now, no longer just seeing the trunk of the elephant, maybe I now see the tusks, or I see the forehead. And I keep visioning, and now I see the ears. And I keep tuning in, I keep tapping into that divine wisdom within, and I see more and more. And as I'm sharing it, I might say to Allison, Allison, look what big feet they have. And she might share with me, hey, did you notice the tail? And so together, collectively, we're catching a higher vision. We're catching a more complete picture of what love looks like. And then we can move love forward. We can get a higher picture of what the vision is wanting to express. And together, collectively, each doing our own part, we can move the vision forward. We can move the love forward. With me so far? Yes. All right. So when we look at evolution, Ernest Holmes says, in the Science of Mind text, he says that human beings have been brought to this point through biology or what have you. We've been brought to this point. And now we are self-aware, we are self-conscious, and therefore, from that point on, life continued to evolve, and then life evolved to the place of self-consciousness, which we have. And so now we are at the point where we as human beings, we as spiritual beings having human experiences, having a spiritual experience in a human form, actually, we then have the opportunity to choose our own evolvement. We're at a place now where our consciousness becomes a factor, where our awareness becomes a factor in our own growth and movement and evolution, where suddenly we're no longer going along, eating our curds and whey, right? Where suddenly we have the opportunity to go, you know what? I'm not so thrilled with the way this is going right now. Let me see about changing the way I think about it. Let me see about changing the way I believe about it. Let me question, let me look at, and then let me begin to ponder, how might I show up differently? How might I experience love differently? How might I move love forward? So I want you to take a deep breath for a moment and perhaps close your eyes if you feel comfortable in doing so. And I want you to just go within and check within and ask the question, how am I called to move love forward today? What gifts, talents, or abilities do I have? I already have them. What gifts, talents, or abilities will serve in moving love forward? And before you get into judgment, I don't have any gifts, I don't have any abilities, I don't have any talents, you can write a card. You can make a phone call. You can smile. It doesn't have to be grandiose acts. What gift, talent, or ability do I already have that can move love forward? And the next question, am I willing to do that today? Am I willing to do that today? No right or wrong answer. Am I willing to do that today? And breathe it in and out. And return to this time and space. You see, we already know what to do. We already know how to be. We already know how to show up. We already know how to contribute, how to move love forward. Because the impulsion, love's impulsion, love will always win. Love will always persevere. Love only gets stronger. Love makes it happen. Love continues to express. Love will always find a way to express. If you think of like the trees above the tree line, there's the tree line in the mountains, and then sometimes there's those shrubs that you see just above the tree line. And so there was a group that was exploring or studying these shrubs above the tree line one time, and what they realized is that the shrubs were actually the trees. They were seeds that had somehow drifted higher, and love, found a way to thrive. Instead of growing tall and upright, they laid down. They grew along the ground. They grew, and then they just poked their little branches up, and it appeared to be shrubs. That life continued to happen. Life continued to persevere. Life continued to move forward. And so when we think of our struggles that we talked about last week, being pushed by pain, when we think of our struggles or we think of our pains or our experiences, those experiences continue to push us forward. Those experiences continue to strengthen us. Those experiences continue to provide the perseverance of life itself pushing, life itself moving forward. Love always moving forward. It finds a way. And one of the ways it does is through each and every one of us. Because we are life, we are love itself. It is always finding a way through us. Earlier this week, on June 17th, Washington, President Biden, and the Congress moved love forward. New law was signed in. New federal holiday recognized. Juneteenth. Hallelujah. It is about time. So Juneteenth was recognized as an official national holiday, and it's the official name of the Juneteenth national holiday is Juneteenth National Independence Day. That is the official name, and it moved through Congress with ease. Surprise, right? But it's been a long, long time coming to this point of people, of generations, of millions of people moving love forward, bringing their consciousness, bringing their love, bringing their totality, bringing their life, and sometimes giving their life so that love could move forward, so that we as a society can move forward. Now, are we done yet? Oh, no. There is a long way to go. But we have moved forward. We have evolved. We have taken the step forward. Again, there is a long way to go. We're not denying that. But in this moment, we celebrate. We celebrate freedom. We celebrate the love that is always wanting to express, the love that is forever expressing, the love that is forever moving forward. We know that that love, that high idea, that vision is one of freedom. That the ultimate goal of life, as Ernest Holmes said, the ultimate goal of life is complete emancipation from discord of every nature, and every person is sure to achieve this goal. And we got one step closer. How glorious it is that we now have a national holiday, a national day to remember, where businesses close, where we have the opportunity to focus and remember our history, to contemplate our history, and then to celebrate the love and the perseverance and the strength of the people, of our people, our brothers, our sisters, our siblings of African descent. And the culture and the richness and the contribution that each has given to the United States. The contribution that all of the enslaved peoples made so that you and I can sit here. So that you and I can have and experience and live one of the richest nations on the planet. It didn't come free. Did not come free. And so this celebration, this day of remembering, this day of honoring, of moving love forward, is the beginning, an acknowledgement. And each one of us has the opportunity to breathe it in, to receive it, and to honor all those who have come before. Honor their legacy by moving forward, by moving love forward. And so it is. All right, beloveds. So let's come together in consciousness here. I recognize that there is only one power, there is only one presence, there is one infinite eternal that is forever and ever expressing itself through and as all of life, through and as all of creation. And today I call it love. I call it the one life, the one love that is all, through all, as all, that is forever expressing itself. It is love, it is life, the one vision forever expressing itself in, through, and as its creation, as all of its creation, through and as each and every one of us. I recognize that I am one with the one. I am one with the life, one with the love, one with the power, one with the presence. It is the very essence of who I am. And I am the vehicle, the vessel, the manifestation, the impartation of life itself, of love moving forward in greater and higher expression. And as I know that this is true of me, I know that this is true of everyone present here this day, of all life everywhere, that each one is one with the one. Each one is a divine manifestation, and expression of this one life, of this one love. And so I know that each one gathered here today, I know for this community, I claim and speak my word now for this community, that this community of Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, where love lives here, that from this day forward, we consciously awaken to our divinity, to our spiritual magnificence, and we consciously move love forward. Love just doesn't live here. Love moves forward from here. We are the place through which love moves, through which love moves forward. This is the high calling upon our life, to move this love forward, to share it, to be it, to express it out into the world. And so I know that that is what we are about here this day, each in their own individual way. I claim and know and affirm that as it has been revealed through each one, that each one takes the action that has been revealed here this day through them, through that quiet meditation, through the divine wisdom speaking within each one, that each one takes that this day and moves love forward out into the world in their own unique way, whether it's through a smile or a hug or just a friendly hello, or whether it is through some other more greater, grander, larger gesture, because the Spirit doesn't care whether it's large or small, because we are continuing to move love forward. Every inch, every step, every smile moves love forward. We are continuing to evolve through the evolutionary process, the evolutionary vision that is anchored in the timeless wisdom of our forefathers, of our forebears. And so I give thanks, and I recognize and I honor all the ancestors who have come before us, who have brought us to this point now. I celebrate the love that they are, the love that they always have been, the love that they continue to be. I know that each one, each life has contributed to moving love forward, even in times of struggle, even in times of despair. Each one has brought love forward. Each one has contributed to us being here now. And so we give thanks for that. We give thanks for each one. We honor the life and the lives of each and every one. And so today we celebrate. We celebrate love. We celebrate spirit. We celebrate life. And so I simply give thanks, and I release this word now into the law, knowing that it is already done, it is already complete. We let it be, and so it is. And so in honor of Juneteenth, I invite you all to please stand as Warren leads us in Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Lift every voice and sing to heaven. Ring with the harmonies of Riverside. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that our darkness has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that our presence has brought us. Facing the rising sun, a new day's begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chasing rod, filling the days with hope. Unborn had died, yeah, with a steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. See have come over a way that with tears have been watered. We have come, tread our path through the blood slaughter. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, with the white gleam of our bright star is cast.
Thank you, Warren. Beautiful. So one of the ways that we can move love forward in our community is through conscious contributions. Conscious contributions move the love that we are as this community out forward into the larger community. So the easiest way to move love forward, to make a conscious contribution, is by texting to give. Simply text 951-419-5858 and type in the amount you are choosing to contribute, the amount you are choosing to move forward, and hit send. It's just like texting a friend. It is that easy. It is that simple. So that's the easiest way to move love forward, to make a conscious contribution. Another easy way to do that is via our website. And in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the word contribute. You can also click on contribute there and move love forward there by contributing there, by sharing your conscious contribution there. I remind you that we have our Two or More fund, right, which goes to supporting the building and grounds here. And so the Two or More Fund, it's very easy to contribute to move love forward there as well. As you text, just simply add the word more after the amount, and it'll go straight to the Two or More Fund. Or if you go online there to contribute, if you hit the contribute and then drop down, you'll see that you can contribute to the Two or More Fund there as well. Really, really easy to do that. So there's one other thing before we go into Singing So Rich. Actually, there's one or two. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we are here at Centers for Spiritual Living. We are looking to purchase our own camp. So we are looking to purchase a camp at Centers for Spiritual Living Worldwide, not just Riverside, but Centers for Spiritual Living Worldwide. We are looking to purchase a camp in Vernonia, Oregon. And this is where we'll have the opportunity for our young people to be able to go to summer camp for years and years to come, and possibly winter camp as well. And for Centers for Spiritual Living also to be able to gather in a really beautiful area of Oregon, just outside of Portland. So currently, Centers for Spiritual Living is running a capital campaign to raise funds, raise the initial $1.5 million that it will take to enter into the contract to purchase the camp. And here at Riverside Center for Spiritual Living, we too are collecting contributions to do that. And we're going to send them as a center to help purchase the camp. And our name will be there in perpetuity, that, here Riverside has, helped to bring this camp to life. And so Neil Hayner has offered to match the first $1,500 raised by the community. So let's give Neil a hand, right? And then another donor has come forward and offered to match an additional $1,000. So the first $2,500 that our community raises will be matched by these two donors. Isn't that great? So what I invite you to do is, if the camp calls to you, if you have kids or you had kids and you love camp and you have wanted to participate in camp, or you have participated in camp, or if your kids have participated in camp and benefited from it, I invite you to consider contributing to the capital campaign. And once again, move love forward through this capital campaign contribution. So the easy way to do that is go to our website, riversidecsl.org, click on contribute, and then you'll have a drop down there again, like I mentioned, and then you'll see CSL Camp Campaign, and you can do that. And guess what? We also take checks. So that works too. So if it's easier for you, and it's also if it's easier for you to contribute and move love forward here in the community, you can do that right back there in the silver vessel at the back of the sanctuary there on your way out. So you can drop it right in there. So I just wanted to share that with you, that that is also happening. And so the capital campaign ends on June 30th. So if you feel called to move love forward in that way, I invite you to do that. Consider doing that before June 30th. All right, because what I know in this community is we are what? So rich, right? We're rich. We're dripping in love. We're dripping in joy. We're dripping in peace. Let's sing it.
So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. Dripping in joy, dripping in peace, dripping in love. We have everything we need. Dripping in joy.
right, so just a couple of things to share with you before we head off on our day here. The first thing is Jeannie and Susie will be facilitating their connection practice class again in July. So that starts July 6th. That's a Tuesday, so it'll be going for the 4 Tuesdays in July. So go to our website, you can sign up, go to our classes, and you can sign up, you can register for that wonderful connection practice online there for that. I will be teaching visioning again this summer online on Saturdays, and that is through Centers for Spiritual Living. So if you want to take the visioning class, you can go to csl.org and go to online education, and you can sign up and register for the class there. And then I want to share with you that the Honoring Freedom Symposium this weekend, on Friday and Saturday, was absolutely amazing and absolutely beautiful and super duper rich with history and love and, beautiful souls moving love forward in beautiful and magnificent ways. What I also want you to know is that Riverside Center for Spiritual Living was a named sponsor for that event. So congratulations to the center. And the event itself was a fundraiser for another event that is coming up in August of 2022. And so for our beloveds of African descent, this is what I have to share with you. There will be a convention or a conference, a New Thought conference, especially for our brothers and sisters and siblings of African descent, held at Unity Village in August of next year, August 11th through the 14th, and that is called Celebrating Our Soul. Celebrating Our Soul. So I want to plant that seed now so that you know that next August there is this massive, wonderful convention that is getting ready to happen at Unity Village. It is sponsored by Centers for Spiritual Living, Unity, and Agape International Spiritual Center. It is being co-sponsored, and it is an amazing event, amazing opportunity, and that's part of what that is what we were raising money for through this symposium that we experienced this past week. So registration for that will be open starting in February. So plant the date, plant the seeds, August 11th through the 14th, Unity Village in Kansas City, Missouri. All right, so yay for that. It's super exciting. So great times to be had in the future. So I love it. I love the possibilities. I love how the vision is continuing to unfold. It's just amazing and beautiful to watch, to behold, and to experience. So, you ready? Everybody up. Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It is this thing called love.
It is this thing called love.
Love is in my mind.
Love is in my mind.
Love is in my body.
Love is in my body.
Love is in everything I do.
Love is in everything I do.
I am it.
I am it.
I share it. I move love forward.
I move love forward.
Because
love lives here.
happy Sunday. Love you all.
I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love to the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love to the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love to the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love to the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. I dance my joy. I dance my joy. I dance my joy into the world. my joy into the world. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I live my peace. I live my peace. I live my peace into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. I sing my love. I sing my love. I sing my love into the world. Woohoo! All right, let's just like jam out. 2, 3, 4. Love.